So this part of the verse has one sentence which says that they say, وَقَالُوا سَمِعْنَا وَأَطَعْنَا. They said that we heard and we obey. And that is the very, very important for every human being. That we learn to say, سَمِعْنَا وَأَطَعْنَا. We heard and we obey. In all the matters of the life. If someone wants to learn something with someone, the first thing is to say, I hear and I obey. Because without obedience, we cannot do anything. And without obedience, we cannot learn anything. That is a practice of all the prophets. They teach to their followers to listen and obey. And even in the modern world, we know that how important is the phrase, hear and obey. There is no military in the world. There is no army in the world, Navy, Air Force, police, any company or any institution which can work with this without this commitment. Sami'na wa ata'na. We hear and we obey. And that is the Quran is teaching us, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam teach us to always to be ready to obey. No questioning. No questioning at all. We hear and we obey. And that is the believers always to be ready to obey. And who to obey? The children can obey the parents, or wives can obey the husband, or elder brothers, the younger brothers can obey the elder brothers, community leader, tribe leader, whoever are authority. And it is also the command of Allah. Obey Allah and His obey Messenger, and those who are in authority. And it is a very bad attitude for people to reject the command. You can always follow the commandments, and there is only reason you can disobey or you can disagree when the command is not according to the command of Allah. When someone who has authority upon you and he commands you something which is against the command of Allah, then that is only reason you can reject it. Because his command is against the command of Allah. Then you have a right, you have a reason to reject his command, and you have a right to reject his command because his command is against the command of Allah. But some people, they have this attitude problem. They always want to contradict or to disobey. And that's not the right person. This person is not entitled to go to paradise. Because one of the great attitude, the part of the attitude is Sami'na wa ata'na. We hear and we obey. So always ready to obey. Always to be ready to obey who are over you as authority. For the children, the authority is the father. For the wives, the authority is the husband. For the community leader, his subject, those who are below him, they are he has authority over them. Whoever, wherever, whoever has authority over you, then you must obey him. Teachers in the school, they are your superior there. You must obey them. Or, like I said earlier in the khutbah, when we were in the school, if the teacher is not around, the teacher appointed a monitor. Often among us, okay, you are the monitor. If teacher is not around, you control the class. So that is the system of Islam, which always make unity or saving people to scattered or become like sheep without shepherd. No. In Islam, we are all sheep and with a shepherd, always. And head of the whole Muslim, all the people of the world, all the Muslims of the world or the believers of the world, there is one Amir who will be the Amir for people of the all the world. And then he can rule with the rule of God, and he can make the peace on earth. Now, that is a very important thing that we always implement this in our society. Prophet Muhammad said, if the two persons are traveling, they cannot be free mind. I can go this, I can go there. And there will be lots of problems on the way. So Prophet Muhammad said, even if you are only two persons to travel, let's appoint one is your head. Another one is to follow. Because that's the system of Islam, is teaching us to learn to obey. Always to obey and not to disobey. And that is the system we need to follow for our salvation. Because the people who are always disobeying, Allah don't like them. Like Prophet Muhammad said, disobedience of father is disobedience of Allah. So all those who are elder or those who are authority upon you, you must follow their command. You cannot say no. Or not saying no is that one thing. You say no, I will not do it. And then you know the person overpowered him, he is going to teach you the lesson because you say no. Like example, the son will say to father, I will not do it. And then what the father will do? Father will spank him. Oh, why you cannot do it if I command you? So you know, I cannot reject, but there is another way to rejection. Another way to not disobey. And that another way of not disobey is not to doing it, or to delay it. Father called, come now. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. No, that's not the way of obedience. I'm coming, and then you let the time to be past 5, 10 minutes, and then making reason I was doing this. No, when you are commanded, you follow the command right away. Then you can make excuse. Can you give me some time? I can go back. I was finishing something urgent. Okay. But when the command comes to you, you must follow that command. That is one of the great part of the attitude of Islam. The Quran and the Prophet Muhammad and all the prophets that teach to their followers, Sami'na wa ata'na. We hear and we obey. And that is also the things can make us away from arrogance. The people who always follow, they make themselves humiliate. They always follow, they make themselves humble, and Allah loves them. The person who was arrogant was Iblis, the shaitan. When he rejected the command of Allah, and he rejected to accept Adam as his superior, and Allah make him a disbeliever. So always remember, whenever you are commanded, you must follow the command of a person authority upon you, and you can only reject with one reason, when that command is against the command of Allah. May Allah guide us.